Hey, I wanted to show you a really cool website. I'll use it to review some concepts, but you can use it to review other things you need, or you can use it to get ahead. It's called musictheory.net. They also have apps, but I believe you have to pay for the apps. Online on the computer, it's free. So go to lessons. The higher up, the more basic the concept, and the lower down, the more advanced concept. Yeah, like some of these are a little bit extra. So let's just look at the first one. These are all things that we've covered before. I know my face is going to get in the way, so I'm going to move it. This is our 5-line staff. It basically tells us, or we put notes on it, and it tells us, how to sing them. We have 5 lines and 4 spaces. We always count from the bottom up. So if I'm talking about the 4th line, I do 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm talking about the 3rd space, I do 1, 2, 3, like that. Every line or space on the staff corresponds with one of the white notes on the piano. The black notes we don't use until we add sharps or flats or, accidentals. We use clefs. These are our clefs. This is treble clef and bass clef. We use them basically as a key. So like if you're looking at a map, it's got a key to understand it. Treble clef tells us where specific notes are. So you all know that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do can move and can be anywhere on the staff. However, the note names A, B, C, D, E, F, G have a specific spot, but it depends on which clef you're using. So most often we see treble clef. The only people who really, at my middle school level, who look at bass clef are my baritones and basses. This is also known as a G clef, and we call it the G clef because it circles right around the G, so that tells us where G is. And if we know where G is, remember our music alphabet is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. No H. If we know where G is, we can figure out the rest. So we then know that the next note up would be A, B, and so forth. If you're going up on the staff, the notes go forward in the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If you're going down the staff, the notes go backwards, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. That hurt my brain a little bit. And my face is in the way one more time. If it continues, sorry, my face, you can continue beyond the staff. But to do that, you need ledger lines. So ledger line looks like this. You can add more ledger lines above or below. You can have quite a lot of ledger lines if you need it. Okay, I'm going to move my face again because I'm in the way. Bass clef, we most often call it, or we sometimes call it F clef. If you look at this, to me, it kind of looks like a little bit like a little F. And right where those 2 dots are in the center is the note F. So once you know where F is, you can figure out the rest of the solfege. So above F would be G, above that would be A, etc. Okay, so we also have a grand staff, and that's when you put 2 staves together. You have a treble clef on the bottom and bass clef. If you are reading piano, this is what you'd read. You'd read the treble clef as your right hand on the piano and the bass clef as your left hand on the piano. It's one continual line. So if I start, I don't know, let's start on, this is C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B would be the space, then C would be ledger line, then D, E, F, G, A, etc. It's one continual line. C is commonly called, or that C that's pictured is commonly called middle C. Cool, so that's grand staff, clefs, ledger lines. See you later. Hope you can figure out this app and make it work for you. Trying to figure out how to stop it.